Bristle mid versus Pock. That's actually a good matchup. But they'll go for Slardar. This is a Whisper classic as well.
They do play the heel in tournaments, it feels like, right? Like some of their players, they're not afraid to talk smack. They're not afraid to, you know, give it some edge, which some fans love, some people don't. But it's, if nothing else, it gets eyes on you, right? Like this is a pretty polarizing team.
Exactly.
But that's entertaining, right? It's the same that, you know, you see in a lot of other sports or whatnot.
NineClass onto KJ. That is going to be first blood, and Satanic on the carry. Tinker claims it for himself.
Yeah, he's carrying. Wonder if the Tinker's going to do anything, set the panel. We'll give him first blood.
Yep.
It adds up.
Yeah. Well, we've talked a hell of a lot about PVISION as Heroic, though. You can see the tombstone placed by KJ. Ducalis instantly destroys it, but it'll be the cost of his life. Yuma taking care of that. They have a lot of minus armor on this squad. They have the Bristle and the Slardar with the physical damage, in addition from the Monkey King.
You don't get additional shots on Little Shredder by leveling it, so level 1 and level 4 are equally good against the Tombstone. So you could have maybe seen something like a 1-1-1 or even 2-0-1, but the double Shredder point is surprising, but very good with Alk, of course.
Yeah, they're going to team up to take out KJ instead. He's going to be able to get to the high ground, though.
He doesn't have
NineClass
boots.
Completely out of mana, so this will be a long chase.
Ducalis
makes his way there, too. Another decay for his troubles, trying to deny himself on the creeps, but the concoction is enough. So NineClass eventually does claim the kill. And no one being hounded by Yuma gets off the boundless strike, but the coil place is only a level 4 Monkey King, and Yuma in quite a bit of trouble as a concoction does hit, as Analog gonna miss the crush. No one styling, but Yuma does survive, which is the important thing for Heroic.
He lived on 3 HP against that range creep shot.
Yeah.
Okay, not
Several
even a chuckle
members
at that.
against Mr. NineClass. That's a corrosive haze applied to him, and Whisper takes him out easily, but no one making his way here with that teleportation scroll. Analog in the little water area. He is kind of hard to kill. The Scatterblast does hit him on the sideline, though, but eventually the Slardar does fall. So it's going to be at the trade of 2 supports for the PVISION side.
Yep. Not too bad here for Heroic, for sure. By the looks of it, treads into the Lotus Orb, reflecting Beastmaster Roar, reflecting Laser, removing Silence. Speaking of Silence,
in the river, Analog gets taken out by the trio of PVISION.
Yeah.
This is some big steals from PVISION. Yeah. Yuma showing up, though. A lot of minus armor applied with the Scatterblast. Balance Strike does come from it, the concoction to follow. But NineClass is eventually going to burn away, despite the defense matrix coming out from Satanic. So forcing a lot of rotation from the Heroic side. They do claim a good amount of those creeps, though. Schofield, he's in a bit of trouble. No one actually going to the high ground. He's going to be met by several members, though. Can he get out of this? The bash is there into the crush, so not worth it for no one.
That was wild. He knew they were there too, surely, right? They just saw the stacks. The fight had just ended. He keeps chasing. It's an easy freebie there for Analog, who really needed it too.
Ducalis will snag the shield rune. Looks like there's going to be a fight after the fact, so Ducalis eventually brought down by Yuma, who's been very active on this Monkey King.
Yeah, absolutely. He's 2-0-2 for his troubles.
Interesting play, so ahead of the 14-minute wisdom, but PVISION seemed to be kind of aware of this. Smoke is going to pop, so NineClass knows somebody's on the high ground. Concoction and the Chemical Rage are there. Yuma gets the first Wukong's command off. Lasso, though, applied to Ducalis, instantly canceled, though, into the roar. Down goes Schofield to start this fight, and now Heroic have to get the hell out. Yuma on the tree line. Oh, he gets coiled on top of the tree. Do they have the follow-up? Can they chop the tree down? They cannot. Get Vision just at the outskirts there. Concoction hits, Scatterblast to follow, but the tree dance, they still have the chase. They cannot get him off these trees, though. And Yuma looks to be A-okay.
How often do you see a game where Monkey King can pull that off at 13 minutes? 0 heroes have a Quelling Blade, and they have no way of cutting trees aside from it either.
Yeah, it is. That was a bit awkward.
0 points in Wild X's.
That's true. Wow.
So he couldn't cut him down.
Yeah.
So really, that's a pretty funny escape. So you can keep just ramping up tankiness.
It will be Aghanim Scepter for NineClass.
I think he's giving it to Tinker, but let's see.
Yeah, I mean, you might be right. Because a lot of times might have some action here. Roche, Boundless Strike into the lasso. Is this going to be enough damage? Mortimer's Kiss is coming. No one's in a lot of trouble. He's going to get the coil off, but dies right after. It will be a trade, though, for Analog, who died to Roche, apparently. As the Wukong's command continues, Yuma has to exit the pit, though. Now the Tombstone going to be taken out inside said pit. 9 Class with a concoction right onto the bristleback as Satanic gets cookied away. Now the Scatterblast applies the Whisper, slow to a crawl. He gets Triceratopsed. And now the pit. I mean, the Roche is not that low. So this looks like a full reset, and maybe we'll see if these teams want to fight again.
And look for the right timing windows, where I think in particular the BKBs on Heroic are the time to strike. You can see 3 of them queuing it up. Actually, wait a second. Bristle changed away to Sanjin Yasha.
9 Class is dead.
Class.
Of course, just a support, but Heroic will take what they can get. 2K deficit for them.
I was about to say it's against Alchemist, but doesn't really count in this game.
No, it does not.
If this were a carry Alch and you had 2K gold behind, you'd be happy.
Oh yeah, 100%. Coil onto the bristleback. Do they have the damage? Satanic is here with the laser.
It's an axe
half
laser.
HP for Whisper as the Mortimer's Kiss is coming for him. He's just brushing it off as Analog looking to reinitiate. As Whisper looks to be fine. Crush onto Satanic now, but the Roar to counteract this. Slaughter taking a lot of damage as a result. Satanic gets cookied, but the Boundless Strike is there. Wukong's command from Yuma. This is a huge fight for Heroic. They get 2 kills. Attempted TP, not to be there. Double kill for Yuma. 3 for nothing, and Heroic coming out way on top of this fight.
That's big. That is such a key moment for them.
And now they can get Roche.
Yeah, that's the Monkey King as well as the Bristleback just doing the damage with the minus armor. When the fights extend and PVISION don't find their initial kills, kind of ended up slightly over diving. Tombstone saves very good against Roar and Concoction. Some very telegraphed long
for the
duration
lasso.
stunts.
9 Class is the recipient. Yuma deletes him. Nice Boundless Strike. Nice pickoff for Heroic. A hit and run.
This is just a further delayed axe. Like when are we talking now for 9 Class? When's this 4 Alch gonna mean anything?
Dead. Mega dead. A little weird, I suppose. Analog, that shield rune. No one gonna get Boundless struck.
Oh!
Lasso on top is back up and running. But the defense matrix placed by Satanic should be enough for no one to get away. He's getting a little bit low. Illusory orbs away. They have the nullifier onto the Tinker. Gets the crush as well, but the DM with the Roar to try to save him. Big Boundless Strike with the 2 heroes, but Tinker is dead. It's going to be the trade for Analog. As Yuma turning into a statue temporarily. Using that Wukong's command to break up the fight, and in the end, it's a 1-for-1.
That was some really nice utility usage from both teams. But yeah, he gives it to Tinker, full refund. That is BKB, and now almost E-Blade completed now for Satanic, so it gets a massive injection of...
Whisper. Concoction hits. Shivas does not. Meanwhile, Yuma just takes out 9 Class easily. That's what happens when you give up your whole network, is you're just food for the enemy carry. TP attempt from Satanic is successful. As Whisper continuing the chase, they're going to be able to find the Beastmaster in the tree line, but they cannot cancel the TP.
Close call.
So 2 supports dead for PVISION, and that is the end of this fight.
Maybe 2003, 2004. I think Virot, he was called Virot, I think. Recognized.
Oh my goodness. Jeez.
Because at the time, everyone was playing Tinker with Arcane Ring, or Arcane Boots, whatever. And then Virot realized, what if you go travels? They could just travel around the map and split push waves, and then he bought Manta.
Yeah.
To just keep non-commit pushing waves all game.
Really strong. As the tier 2 tower will be claimed for Heroic. 9K lead coming in as the underdog for sure.
As much as Heroic are in control of this game, it's definitely, again, I think this is the type of game that, oh, hang on.
That is a
Catch
coil.
on Slardar.
In a bit of trouble. Laser's going to connect onto 2. 9 Class with a concoction. The BKB actually gets reflected. The concoction back onto poor 9 Class. Wukong's command reserved just for him, it seems. Gets harpooned into the arms of Yuma. That is the death of the support, but it's going to be the claim of the Aegis as 9 Class buys back instantly. So no more Wukong's command. Now in a little bit of precarious spot, pops the BKB, attempted TP. The Nightfall maneuver is successful. Meanwhile, Schofield stuck in a pretty tough spot. They're trying to split their efforts to get a little bit greedy. They will be able to claim the Batrider. And that's going to drop a gem, so that's a lot of net worth now in favor of PVISION. They have 2 gems, in fact.
Oh, the chase is on.
Yeah, Concoction again reflected, but I thought they might have the resources, but Analog gets the blink off in time.
Obviously, it's going to help him a ton to get the upgraded blink as well, the arcane blink later.
Well, they tried to go on top of 9 Class, but
nice
Whisper
BKB.
now he's outnumbered. Pops the BKB, took a roar, will take a coil as well. So 2 ultimates in his face, laser to follow, and eventually the bristleback does drop. 80 seconds. That's a long time to be dead. We'll see what PVISION can get out of this.
So even if PVISION take a good fight, they might not be able to really
in the tree line, get the lasso with Wukong's command to follow. DM still pretty healthy overall. They have a lot of backline on the
nice
side of
reflected
PVISION.
roar.
Reflects the roar as Yuma in a bit of trouble. Grab ally is going to keep him alive for the time being. Turns into a statue. Now the Wukong's command is gone, and he's left to his own devices. BKB pop from Satanic. They will be able to finish off the Monkey King. And this is all in the midst of the death of the Bristleback from earlier. Still 20 seconds to come back.
Yeah, surprised this even turns into a fight. Heroic were looking for trouble. Probably not exactly the way PVISION were imagining to get to this stage, but they got there.
Do they have the catch for this? They're going to attempt it. Monkey King already have HP, but the grab ally keeping him alive for the time being. The roar to counteract this, though. They find the connection, and no one is dead inside the Wukongs. TP attempt, but the Boundless Strike cancels it, so another core likely to fall as PVISION have to reset because of the Mortimer's Kisses. Lasers continuing to come from Satanic, just decimating Whisper. Goki going to keep DM alive, who has somehow stayed alive during this entire engagement. Schofield stuck in a horrible spot. Another laser finds him and puts him into the grave.
I think Satanic might have done more damage to heroes on his team there than Heroic did almost with those reflected lasers.
I don't think that's going to show up.
But, okay, so hang on.
Another laser. This is not done yet. 9 class kind of up front and personal as the congregations of the deep are going to connect at Satanic. He's going to warp flare to the right side, going to stay alive as a result, and now going to continue with the laser barrage onto Satanic. And
so many.
Truly, that will end the fight now. 9 class has nothing queued up. His job is done for the game.
Yep.
He's given up 8K worth of items.
Notice, by the way, we didn't really talk about this, did we? He started with...
Oh, okay, Jay. Goodbye. Oh, my God.
Well, that's without Parasma.
Well, he's back. It's okay.
Yep, true.
Who's laughing now?
Nobody died. Tinker now going for Refresher.
DM's going to run into the entirety of Heroic as we see the big Wukong's command.
That will kill him.
Indeed, 80 seconds. Long time. Going to brush it off. Yuma, he actually gets clipped by the Scatter Blast. Jumps all over the place. Oh, they spot him at the last moment. The cookie hits. They have the lasso. Try to counteract this completely. Snapfire's going to stay alive, getting healed to a high degree, but the Wukong's command is going to seal his fate. Yuma, though, extremely low. The dodge on the Boundless Strike, so can't heal up. The phase shift keeping no one alive. Trying to take out the Monkey King. Turns into statue again. The last moment trying to dodge with the mischief again. The laser and the grab ally keeping the Monkey King alive inside this Wukong's command. Finally drops to the deck. And now the barrage continuing onto the Bristleback, making him less and less tanky with each instance of damage. Attempted Nightfall, successful. The PVISION.
Oh yeah, the root
winning
doesn't
this
stop
fight.
the gate. He went down, and Tinker got the warp flare on Slaughter as he's going through the gate. That's not stopping it, but, well, he can still TP up the other way.
Yeah, feels like an endless chase.
You have to take it seriously. Getting off to a good start.
I mean, we've seen a lot of teams. There's no one going for the haste rune. Able to blink out, but the lasso actually reflected. Nullifier applied to him as well. No one's going to get stunned by several members of PVISION. Actually dies and buys back instantly. Wukong's command continuing. The rest of the heroes on the outskirts. Lasers continue on to Schofield. He looks to be dead with one more. Down he goes. No buyback for him. As Undying dying solo to no one. As a concoction will not claim another member. So 2 dead for Heroic at the cost of a buyback.
In a vacuum, it's not that bad of a trade for Heroic, but you don't have buybacks. Yeah, I can't say I love it here. It doesn't feel like it's a likely game to get 2 lassoed targets together, right?
But if you did.
That's right, if you do.
On the high ground, Roche Banner doing work. Fortification only going to delay the inevitable. 30 seconds on the Batrider to come back. PVISION. Talked about their high ground not being the craziest in terms of push. This will take a bit. But nobody can really get close to Roche's banner. That is the main issue right now with triple melee core. That is an inherent issue with your lineup. There's a coil, another grab ally onto one. 9 class concoction on self into Yuma's arms, and Yuma will clean him up easily. No one has to pop the BKB in retreat. No Wukong's command to work with. Maybe PVISION just reset.
Puck has almost 40, but Tinker only 18.
Oh, DM. They spot him.
This will be
Lasso.
good.
And with all that armor, is it going to be enough? No,
yes.
He is dead. It's no one. Boundless Strike, not going to connect for Yuma.
But that was also without Monkey, right? That was the other heroes. So they only had 2 of their hard-hitting boys there. That's a big kill. If this buyback doesn't come out, you get the Roche. And even if it does come out, this is, look how stupidly fast this was.
That's like killing a creep.
That was a 5-second Roche.
Oh, Mortimers, okay. There's no one going in. It's a shield rune. Shiva's activated. Yuma pops the BKB and brings the Alchemist back into his arms again. Chomps him.
Okay.
So 2 still dead here for PVISION now.
Yeah, he can backpack the refresher after using it, but he has to have it available.
Yeah.
It needs to be in the inventory.
Yeah, of course.
So you're right. He could put something in the backpack to swap in on refresher use, but what would that be then? Hex?
Yeah, Hex is
I mean,
good.
What else is there, really?
I mean, you'd be missing out on double Hex in that case, but yeah. Wasn't prioritizing it anyway. Boundless Strike not going to hit. Coil onto 2. Mortimer's kisses to follow. DM coming in. The grab ally saving 1. As Whisper going to town onto 9 class gets double hit and killed off. Crimson Guard with the BKBs. 1 dead for PVISION.
And then you, well, can you still give yourself, or did they remove that? I actually don't remember.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Either way.
Okay, the Roar will connect. Satanic with the lasers from afar, but Yuma going to be A-okay. They placed Roshan's banner pretty far back, actually. This is kind of interesting. Trying to bait them into killing it off.
Stacking waves.
Yeah, maybe. There's a crush from Analog. And Roshan's banner is taken out. There's the lasso. It's reflected, though. Wukong's command comes out, connecting onto 3 heroes. Grab ally, saving 1 again, but DM will not be the recipient. He will drop. 97 seconds. Does have the buyback at the ready, though. There's no one in company waiting out both the Tombstone and the Wukongs to counteract that.
Well,
very important.
No, you want to have X so that when Tinker lasers you, he lasers more of his teammates, right?
Oh,
They're doing so much damage reflection with this.
They're going to find the connection. There's the BKB pop from the Slardar, though. Coil onto 2. Mortimer's again from afar. Grab ally. Try to take down this Tombstone. It's going to be close. The Analog comes out at the last moment. Pops the cheese as well to stay alive. Back to half HP again. The cookie to get no one into the front of this fight. Pops the BKB with the Crimson Guard. Laser again into the Dagon. Satanic doing so much from so far away, they just cannot deal with it. And it looks like the Bristleback is completely isolated from his team and eventually brought down. Wukong's command, it's been so long, it's back up again. DM gets dropped as a result. So 1-for-1, big laser onto 2, but a huge heal from the Jingu as another beautiful Boundless Strike, double kill for Yuma, another Wukong's command. Attempted, okay, they're gonna be able to take out 9 class again, a triple kill for Yuma, and finally the damage is starting to stack up in favor of Heroic. With the buyback now to the Beastmaster, laser far, Satanic still staying alive, gets to the low ground, another laser coming up, Analog super low, looks to be the death of him, triple kill for no one. Buybacks galore come out from PVISION, make it 3, and now the brunt of the damage being placed onto this Monkey King. They finally take out Yuma. Double buyback available from Heroic side as KJ going to be spotted. There's many gems to pick up to be able to reveal him. And he's going to grab ally himself. I've been there before. Eventually will be brought down though. Double kill for Satanic. And that is 4 dead for Heroic with 3 out of the 4 with buybacks available, but many buybacks expended from PVISION.
They have the buyback and they have the outpost, so they connect faster. Now they will get the Aegis, a refresher, and cheese. I don't even know where these go anymore. Is there a tier 5 yet? Nobody has one, right?
No one trying to take out this second lane. He will eventually get it. Forcing out a BKB as well from Whisper. Trying to retain all these buybacks on the Heroic side.
Yeah, so Aegis on Satanic instead of refresher makes a ton of sense.
Satanic is so annoying. Look, it actually gets brought back in. Thanks to the Lotus. Nullifier applied to him. He's going to be able to find the distance. Whisper the BKB trying to tail it at the Satanic. Tinker trying to get out. The Aegis is expended. So he did take the Aegis in turn. Wukong's command now from Yuma. No one stuck inside. They're going to be able to kill Tinker again. That's 2 minutes dead for Satanic. No buyback. And now the rest of PVISION on the retreat. Not able to find any more from the Heroic side.
Yuma's queuing up Rapier.
Smoke, PVISION.
Swift
They want to fight outside the base, knowing that this buyback is down. Buybacks are down for most of their team, in fact. No one. Trying to stay in front, gets the phase shift off, but he gets crushed, he gets stunned again, and he's dead! Buys back instantly. That is very costly for PVISION. There's 9 Class with the concoction, not going to do too much as Yuma comes in with that Deso. They're going to be able to decimate these buildings quite fast. Wukong's command is placed. No one has to pop the refresher. There's a nice grab ally to save the primal target. Yuma pops out with the BKB, Boundless Strike again. Still leashed up as the Mortimer's kisses are so much damage. He goes back inside the tombstone again. Schofield getting extremely low. Analog is first to fall. 9 Class dies to Whisper's right click. DM in the meantime gets the roar off. Schofield's going to be fine though as Yuma has another Wukong command to work with. Brings it back in with the harpoon as DM gets to the outskirts. Turns into a soldier. And no one. Back to the high ground he goes. So 2 dead for the heroic side. Their tier 4 is dead and their ancient is exposed. So they're going to have to back away. There's Whisper and Yuma coming in from the sideline. They're going to have to try to backstab. Now we have a Wind Waker for the Tinker as the item number 20 feels like.
Yep.
Yuma.
Classic backpack Wind Waker.
For the opening. Whisper's going to show himself first, I believe. They chop the tree though, into the coil, into the lasers. Down goes Monkey King along with the Divine Rapier. Oh man, that is a sad way to go out in this game number 1. As they will eventually get the Mega Creeps. One more grab ally for the road, but this is the end of game 1 surely. GG's called. Very entertaining affair, but PVISION prevail in game 1.
And almost in poetic fashion, Yuma has a crazy performance this game.
When Nyx was meta like eons ago, it was okay. And it is also another answer to Queen in a way where you can catch her and kind of kill her with Vendetta and follow-up stun. So I can see it.
This is pretty high risk. I think I share the same perspective here with the panel that it's possible that the lanes for Heroic just fall apart too early and the game gets really difficult to play. I think the Pudge Nyx lane in particular should really struggle.
Yeah, talk about 2 dead heroes in a lane.
Yeah, it's right. Pudge is a better laner than you might think, but
Nyx has always been garbage.
Nyx just really does not bring out the best in you. And I think the good news here for...
Oh boy. Impale will follow a beautiful hook from Whisper, and that's going to be first blood for the Pudge.
Yes.
I'm going to try to turn this around onto Satanic as the rot will continue, just giving more damage to Whisper.
The kill we all expected. Of course, Pudge Nyx getting first blood on Snap.
Yeah, after we just shat all over the lane. Another hook, Satanic, not able to dodge the Impale, and down goes another member of PVISION.
God,
Whisper, Pudge, God.
I can't believe PVISION picked Monkey King into Pudge. This is such an easy lane for Pudge.
God, I love watching Pudge.
Yeah. This is what makes Pudge more interesting now than it used to be, is when you do run this Rotten Core, you do quite a lot of damage when Rot starts stacking up.
Yeah.
Starting to see some trouble now for Schofield. Will be a trade-off, but he'll be able to return with full resources.
Yes, indeed. Satanic is very upset about Ducalis taking that.
In general.
DM getting chased by the Tomato and a couple of range heroes to boot, and a lot of trouble. 9 Class a little bit too late with Concoction, so KJ nets himself a very nice kill onto the Lycan. So Heroic off to an early 4-1 start as Schofield snipes a Courier, which had treads, a fully completed treads for Satanic.
That's a big one. I say that at the same time, though, Monkey King is still crushing bottom, right? But with treads, maybe he poses more of a threat to Whisper. Now, Whisper with boots advantage can just run away from trouble, or they could try to make their own move.
They want to get in deep. Yuma's there, though. Gets off the Sprout, forces Satanic onto the other side, and an easy kill for Yuma and company. Really high octane offense from Heroic in this game, too.
God, I love Pudge.
The 9 Class on the run, gets enchanted. The Impetus doing a decent amount of damage. No one comes in, wants the trade, gets it with the Sonic Wave. So 1 for 1. Yuma will be able to dodge all of that, though.
Monkey King is obviously still doing quite well in spite of losing his towers with Prophet rotation, but...
Oh, they want to go for Whisper. The Pudge requires everyone's attention. Wrath of Nature comes out. The Pudge falls first. Satanic inside the Sprout, gets out just fine. Yeah, it looks to be the case.
Amp damage on Kunkka.
Pretty early.
Yeah, this is really good. Mid and enemy safe lane tower taken minute 8.
As Whisper, oh boy, dies again. So after such a good start, now this is looking more like a pub version of Pudge.
Good, yeah.
Confirmation bias.
So now this is looking more like a pub Pudge on my team.
Boat is coming for DM. Gets off the shapeshift.
He's fine.
And he's going to be A-okay.
Might be a turnaround
off
even.
The house. The minus armor is going to be used by Satanic. Get the Boundless Strike off as well. This turns into a very valuable kill for the PVISION side, and now Analog onto the high ground. DM is still here. TP canceled thanks to the cookie. And this is going to be the death of the Kunkka. Not to the Centaur, though, to no one instead. It seems.
Okay.
Really strong backseating from Cinder and Azuma. Mortimer's kisses are going to destroy him. 9 class steals it, though, with the concoction. Oh, no one. Inside the Sprout, gets off the Sonic Wave, actually kills off Schofield. Boat is coming for no one, though, at half HP, but not enough to withstand that barrage of damage. So he at least claims 1, but Heroic going to be happy with this exchange.
He would have had it. Anyway, backseating a little much there,
Yep, as usual. Thanks, Cinder.
DM,
oh, the hook actually misses DM. Because his ult was being popped, dodges that. Boat looks like he's going to get the cookie. Runs away. Satanic inside the Wukong's command, turns into the statue. Gets to the other side. He's going to be fine. Yuma kind of isolated from his team now as the balance strike will take him down. Double kill for DM as Satanic trying to dodge a little bit, but the hook finally brings him back into the fray, but it's going to be at the cost of many heroes on the Heroic side as 9 class and company looking to clean up his Analog super low. Will be the 4th death for Heroic, and it's a full team wipe. And all PVISION lost was the one Monkey King. Pretty crazy fight for PVISION. As a result, PVISION now with a 3K lead. Nothing too crazy. I mean, the problem really, I mean, this, how often can you say this? Yuma on the Nature's Prophet. Well, speaking of which, he's
so dead.
Scouted a bit by no one. Concoction comes from 9 class into the Sonic Wave. He goes to the grave.
And catching up will be all that harder. Speak of the Alp, see you later. Not gonna miss this one.
Cannot buy any components, so we'll lose 100 precious gold towards whatever Aghanim Scepter he chooses. DM, very slow boy, pops his ult, but they have the connection. Dismember to follow, and Sprout coming if needed, not. Enough damage for days.
It gives you more team fight damage, and obviously stats are good, you get tankier. But in comparison to other items, this is one of the eggs of the game that I'm not personally that sold on buying.
No one actually blinks into everybody, pops the BKB. There's the boat with the apples falling out of it. Very delicious indeed. As 9 class gonna pop the Essence Ring to stay alive. Impetus doing quite a bit of damage. The Impale is enough as Schofield gets the kill, but 2 dead for PVISION. Satanic coming in to try to counteract this, though. They get the Kunkka, so 2 supports for the 1 core so far. No one with the blink should be able to survive now. Does he actually want to continue the fight, though? Shadow Strike applied to Schofield. As Whisper apparently dies to DM on the other side.
Oh, they found him together
so
with...
2 supports for 2 cores. PVISION. Schofield getting in really deep. Pops the Vendetta, try to get away. Has the ability to traverse terrain. Balance Strike misses. Looked like it went right through him. Scatterblast will not miss. Schofield gets off the Spike Carapace. They really want to kill this cockroach. And Schofield pops the Essence Ring, no longer invisible as a result. He's wasting a lot of time. Gets an Impale onto 2, and there is the death of the Nyx assassin. 9 class, so this is a full concoction onto Analog's face, and now his face is gone. And this is a free Roche if they can't get more kills, which isn't out of the question. Hook gonna miss. And into the pit they go for a second time, this time backed up by the Prowler. The fearsome neutral creep. First Aegis to Satanic.
Anti-healing against, I guess, Pudge to an extent. I feel like he's not really buying for that at all.
Man, has to use but the Sonic Wave completely whiffs. But they have enough damage for days. Analog taken out again, 60 seconds on the deck.
Pudge, where he's sitting on net worth right now, and the matchups that he has in this game are pretty tough to play.
Ooh, Satanic cleans up both. Oh, man. All over the map. Meanwhile, the rest of his team pushing down mid. Gonna knock on the door. So 70 seconds of no position 1 Nature's Prophet.
This could actually be 2 lanes out of nowhere.
Well, they're gonna get the tower for free, and with that Pine Cone, yeah, this is going to be 1 set at the very least. This
Lycan
is super
a monster
early
in these situations. This is, I mean, this is just 2 lanes. Well, what are you going to do? If you hook someone, you're just going to lose the fight. You have to let both sets go.
Man.
They have Glyph, but there's so many units, so they're not even killing the siege creep.
Yep, Still 40 seconds. Yeah, I think you're right, and they still have to go against the second life of the Monkey King for another 30.
I wonder if they try to force megas.
The
30
timing
seconds
is
on Profit.
perfect.
I genuinely think there was a possibility to go for it, but this is completely fine. Play it safe. Meanwhile, 9 classes nowhere to be seen except by the 2 enemy heroes who were also nowhere to be seen, and therefore they met.
He's buying another Ags, it seems. Well, it's not really it's just hook. It's not a combo. Schofield, he's a little bit too aggressive, my friend. Will be a kill one way or the other. DM claims him.
9 class. Well, I do recall that we had a game together as well where somebody was just self-stunning non-stop. Oh boy, Yuma. Oh, he overjumped
Sonic
his ring.
Wave. Yuma, half HP, attempted Nightfall, unsuccessful.
Satanic almost messed that up by jumping out of his ring with the Boundless. That was very
So
close.
the Ags, it did go to Lycan. Good call, Cinderin. You said Monkey, though.
Yeah, as expected, Lycan.
DM with a BKB, gonna get the bite off. 9 class is gonna be the first to fall, but it's gonna be the trade for Pudge in all likelihood. 4 staff, though, keeping him safe. Boat with the apples.
The Wolf Brothers
Is it gonna
are coming.
do anything?
Here comes
They're
the pack.
chasing. Boundless Strike finishes the job, and Satanic now as a wolf running around with his animations broken, it looks like. Nullify the poor Enchantress. 1-shot, 2-shot kill. Satanic with the BKB can run to his heart's content, can leave the Lycan, but doesn't want to leave his friend to die to the rest of Heroic. But they bot back onto the Pudge, and this is going to be a dieback now for Whisper. And this looks to be a 2-0 for PVISION. Really, really impressive play off the back of 2 support ALK games. It was all ALK, of course.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this begs the question, how good was the ALK? Like,
It was good.
I'm still unsure.
It was good.
Still unsure how much the ALK really... okay, I'm not going to say that it wasn't good, because it was. It was good, and it worked, and it did its job. But it's always going to be by comparison, right? Versus having some other... I was going to say classic 9 class hero. What's that?